Hello.
And we're live! Welcome back to the Quest and Quill Campaign 1, Facing the Frontier. In this episode, A Light in the Darkness, we rejoin the party, still in the tunnel, around the tracks where we last left them. Aslan and Saul had decided to take a rest, while the others, Frank, Lula, and their new friend, AI, decided to clear some of the rubble from underneath the tracks. In the meantime, John spent his time searching through notes and perusing, taking most of them away, and I'll give you some of that information as soon as we're ready to look at it. But while you guys were doing this, you were just able to get your short rest off before a light, brighter than even your magically enhanced lantern, entered the cavern from whatever sort of shaft descends onto the pyramid, and a familiar orange and yellow and red glow started to emanate through the tunnels. I don't know if the stream is on it, but you can put the map, the Albay Radio, up straight away and see the carnage with which you guys were left in the last session. Does anybody want to do anything as this light lights up the entire, illuminates the entire area?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can go ahead first.
Saul's gonna straighten up and load. He's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out a handful of these silver bullets, and he's gonna load his pistol with one, and then he's gonna keep the rest of the bullets in between each of his fingers as like kind of like these makeshift knuckles. And then he's going to look over at Lula,
Okay.
make eye contact, and nod.
Lula's going to respond to the nod by equipping her one astral iron duster, and also loading some silver bullets into loading her hammerlock pistol with some silver bullets, and smiling, ready for the fight.
John will also, his eyes will go wide upon seeing the orb, and he'll go, hide! And then he goes and slips back into the train and tries and like hide within the train cart. Closing the,
Okay.
or I guess he would leave the glass door open for people to follow him if they want to.
For some reason, I don't think the cameras are working on the stream. But
yeah, they're not. I'll
you
fix
go
it in a moment.
Okay, no worries. So you go and hide away and duck into the train. The light, this orange, eerie glow, peeking through these small little shutter windows on its edge. The two standing outside with AI. What are you guys doing? Frank, Lula.
Lula is...
Lutando, your mic wasn't quite picking up there.
Oh, echo. Is it picking up now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Luna is going to, well, she has her iron dust already and hammerlock loaded with a silver bullet. The orb is near us, right?
It's above the pyramid currently.
It's above. All right, it's above the pyramid. Lula is going to step a bit forward and shout out to the other guys.
Where you guys left off.
Big one.
Sorry, I think where you guys left off, the three of you would have been somewhere out here clearing rubble from underneath the tracks, but I'm just gonna move you there. So where would you move forward?
Like 2 blocks forward.
Mm-hmm.
To at least be the first person to engage it, and she's gonna call out to everyone. Looks like we got ourselves an orange orb back here. Get ready, everyone.
Yeah.
And Frank?
So you said it's above the pyramid, right?
Yeah, literally in the center of the pyramid. Just that same energy emanating off of this strange glowing thing you all recognize so well.
Can I shoot it?
I mean, I'll take the measurement. What's your range? 120?
Yeah.
It's just beyond your range, eh? Is that your far range or your close range?
It just says 120.
Oh wait, it's firebolt. It's not an actual
Yeah.
weapon attack. Yeah. No, I mean, you can step forward a couple squares and take an attack if you want to.
How far do I have to step forward?
10 feet. Probably just like the edge of that log. That's the
If I stand here, can I make it?
yeah. Yeah, that's within your range.
Okay, well then I'll shoot it.
Ah, Frank. Reliable. Old reliable.
Damn it. It's an eight.
Aslan, before Frank takes the shot, you watch this little gnome walking up. Are you doing anything?
No.
No. No. All right then. Roll it.
Well, Frank misses.
The fireball arcs, sending another orange glow through the tunnel, and just past the orange glow, striking against the cavern. As you're looking through the cavern in the light of this small puff of explosion as the fireball goes out, you think you see eyes and possibly shadows scattering off into the darkness away from it. The orb sort of, and its energy waves seem to get more tighter, more compressed around its form, almost as if it's like pulling itself together from what seem to be like just sort of waves flowing out.
Frank, get back!
It slowly moves towards you guys.
Frank, get back behind me!
Oh, Frank will definitely get back behind him. No, just seeing these words coming from Lily, just turns her up, shakes his head, yes, moves behind her.
And take AI with you.
AI there's AI, and he's still like picking up rocks, sort of like.
Frank on his way, because he was standing here on his
Now
way.
understanding the assignment.
Would grab the arm of AI and try to pull him with him.
Master Frank, what seems to be the issue?
Come with me now, he says as he's pulling on the arm.
The AI follows. He'll go with you.
Okay.
So we'll go here.
So
before
this
over here.
orb is
My guy
moving
is
towards
first.
you guys. Not necessarily at a rapid pace, but it's distinctly. And as it does, the waves seem to ripple into your direction. Yellow, red, orange.
Can I shoot it with my force ballista?
Force ballista still up. Doesn't it last a minute?
No, it's indefinite.
Oh, brutal.
I think we had the
Sure,
same
what's ahead?
discussion last time.
Yeah, we've had this discussion every single time I try and bring him up. But
Okay, what's the range?
same as the firebolt, 120 feet.
Can make your shot. Hey, the class is called an artillerist, okay? It's supposed to shoot from a mile away.
30-20.
Dirty
All right.
20, definitely hits.
And does 11 force damage.
Woof.
Very nice.
So
And it also gets pushed. I actually doesn't it have? It has to make a thing. If it hits. Sorry, 1 second. If the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon, so it gets pushed 5 feet back.
I'm just
If it's a creature.
yeah, I'm kind of like trying to figure out how to rule this because it's what's the save? What save do I have to make?
It doesn't make a save, it just has to hit. And it did.
Okay.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, it's pushed up to 5
I would
feet
say
away.
you see this bolt of force go towards this chromatic orb that's just floating through the sky, and as it hits it, the thing just stops, dead in its tracks. It seems to feel, definitely felt whatever hit it, and as it stops there for a second, you notice as the colors go from yellow and orange and red, all sort of shifting to a much darker red, as it seems to wave and whirl around itself at a much faster pace.
Whatever you just did worked. Let's keep hitting it. Can I take a shot?
Sure.
The hammerlock
we have it.
is the hammerlock
We
is 120.
are-
Like
So we're going to start with initiative, but you're up first anyway. So we're just going to go Lula and then back to Frank again, and then we'll start with with the rest of the round.
So Lula is gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 over here,
Mm-hmm.
and with a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fucking. She's gonna take shots with disadvantage.
Okay.
Where is the hammerlock actually? Did I not code it in? Oh well.
It's a D8 now, I think, since we've changed it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
D8 plus what's the skill?
Dexterity, probably.
Dexterity.
Dexterity, yeah. It has a range of 40 to 120.
Okay. No. I click. Twice, whatever. Okay. To roll, the lowest one was a 5. Great. Plus 4, 9. Does that hit?
No.
Okay. Well.
Once again, you guys hear this bang as a gun and black powder goes off inside the small confined area of the space, and it echoes through the entire cave. And in response, you hear the skittering and the same eerie noises you've been hearing of the echoing throughout the cave. And this noise, definitely doesn't feel good on your ears as well. I'm just saying. And the bullet just wings past this thing. Frank, you have one more turn.
Okay, one question. It looks like Lula rolled 2 d8s for her attack roll.
This
But
disadvantage.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she
It
did.
was supposed to be 2d20s to attack, and the d8 is the damage dice, Lutando.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you roll the d8 to try and see if you could hit it.
We're not
and you
noobs,
wonder,
we promise.
and you wonder why you missed, bro.
I was thinking.
No.
I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Jeez Louise.
Good thing
my
someone's checking.
bad.
Good thing
Yeah.
someone's checking.
Dear God above. Okay. Okay, so to roll. Oh my word, I got a 1. Doesn't matter.
Yep. So even worse, the hammerlock pistol pops and as it jerks up in your hand, and the bullet just bing 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 ricocheting off of the walls of the cavern. You hear the skittering as creatures hear it past their heads and scutter into little caves and try and get out of the potential path of this stray projectile. And is that your whole turn?
Forward, one more step forward, and get ready. Yeah, put my shield up.
Yeah. Frank, you're up.
Yeah, 1 second. My headset's sucking up. I couldn't hear you. So, right, I was asking, is this thing higher up? That's why I had to get closer earlier, because it's not.
Yeah, it's about 10, 15 feet off the ground.
Okay, if I look at it, it is 105 feet away from me. 10 feet extra, that would be 150. I should be able to hit it from here then, right? Because extra 10 feet would be 115. I mean, it could still move there, so that's what all right. 1 second. 20.
Your force is
20.
that for your force cannon? Because your force cannon also like just went.
No, this is for my firebolt.
Okay, yeah.
9. But I get my force cannon in my bonus action.
Okay.
So 9 fire damage. Oh, almost.
Whoa.
Almost crit for the first ballista. 19 hits, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And another 7 force damage.
Same thing. This thing now stopped in place. Just gets hit with a fireball, seeming to tear through its incorporeal form, and then gets hit with a force wave, and seems to it doesn't move back the full how far you'd expect it to, but it does somewhat in the air, like jutter in the air. Is that your turn?
That is indeed my. Actually, you know, I'm Frank's gonna move back just a little. He's gonna step forward, take a shot, order his force ballista to take a shot, hit both times, and go. All right, I'm gonna head back now.
Okay. The creature still red and swirling in place, almost angrily as its form just twists and whirls around itself. You see, as opposed to the waves that seem to be emanating off it before, like nearly sparks of electricity, as it swoops towards Lula. It makes quick measurement, that much movement, and then sitting there in the air, it sort of just, and as it's sparking, I need Lula to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Girls,
Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
I am a very beefy girl. Constitution. And Lula rolls a very respectable. Oh, it's actually respectable. 21.
All right.
That is
Nice.
definitely respectable. Yeah.
That's very respectable. So, with a 21, you take... Oh, that's a lot of dice. Well, that's a lot of dice. It wasn't a bad roll either. So you take 3...
Not something you want to hear from your DM.
15. But it's halved because you made the save. So it's only 7. Psychic damage. And in your eyes, like, for a second, but before you're able to, like, look away and contain yourself, you see this rippling form almost, like, blur your eyes. Have you ever looked at the sun for too long and it, like, leaves those splotches in your vision? That's exactly what it feels like, but you're able to look away just in time as you still feel the psychic force hit your brain. And that's the creature's turn.
What's that feel like to her? Like a headache or something?
Like a headache and like overstimulation. It's like looking at a screen, too many bright lights, too many colors, too many
Feels like risking a seizure.
Exactly, yeah. Feels like if you look at it too long, you will have a stroke.
Epileptic people look away.
What was Lula's reaction to this? Because she just took 27 damage, you said?
7. Right?
Oh, I heard
I
27.
heard
That was
27 too. I was like, whoa.
No, guys.
It was 15, but she got to halve it.
Yeah.
27.
Jesus
I
Christ.
luckily rolled 1-1, but all of my other rolls were above 3s. So
You guys really shit your pants on that one, didn't you?
I shut my pants on that one when I rolled all of those dice, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
No, but like these guys heard
TPK coming
27.
soon.
Yeah, these guys heard 27. I can imagine they just collectively shit their pants.
Yeah, Aslan, what are you doing?
Someone will puke a red liquid from the health potion that Lula made for him.
Oh no.
And he will say, I don't feel so good. But I can help. And then he's gonna stand up and he's gonna withdraw a javelin from his back and he's gonna toss it at the creature.
Roll your attack with disadvantage because it's like outside of your. I don't even think you can make that attack. Javelin 60 feet. You have to move forward 10 feet. If you get like to the front, to like the edge of the cart next to where Saul is, you could throw it from there.
Javelin is 30 feet, so it won't even come
30,
close.
but it's
That's
it's
like
30,
optimal.
60, right? You just roll with disadvantage.
Wait,
You can try.
okay.
Yeah, you have the minimum range and the maximum range.
Okay.
So
okay,
if you
okay.
move forward 10 feet, if you move forward to like the front of the cart, I'll let you
The
roll with
maximum range is
disadvantage.
120 feet.
Oh, yeah,
For
then
the
you can throw it from there.
javelin?
Go
Oh
ahead.
my goodness. What?
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Aslan's got those beefy arms, you
I
know.
see that.
Aslan just like
Can I
this
say?
man can yeet that
He's like,
thing.
welcome to the game show.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
roll your attack.
It's 10.
Okay. For the sake of it, like, it doesn't matter that you missed. It goes straight through this thing, and the javelin just flies through the air and clanks off the pyramid, not seeming to even touch it at all. Because you didn't silver your javelins, only your axes.
Huh. Okay.
Ah, shit.
I was gonna say.
You don't even know if the
Well-
sword's gonna work yet.
At least I tried.
Also, did you take your healing from a short rest? Because you did get a short rest. I let you and Saul get a short rest. So did you guys take your health, your HP from that?
Yeah.
I did.
And you're still looking so messed up? Uh-oh. Saul, what are you doing?
Saul is he's gonna lock eyes with Aslan and point at the axes on his side, and then he's gonna turn around and he is going to run. He's gonna hop off the cart onto the fallen pillar, and he's going to tuck and roll into the rocks. He's gonna move over here. He's going to go ahead and use his bonus action to do a Kinsei shot.
Okay.
Today is not my day, guys. It's a 9.
Off.
And that's my turn.
Bad luck, Ombrero.
Yeah.
It happens. So you're at half cover behind the rock?
That's correct. If I can cover my eyes, I will. But I feel like I'd be breaking your encounter if I do that.
If that's what your character would do, man.
Actually,
Gun.
Lula would think that Saul's next to her. Well, does Lula recognize that there's somebody next to her?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got
Like,
his.
This
He's
is
got
all
his
sort of
right
happening
there.
simultaneously, and
Mhm.
Saul like goes up next to her, and also like the sound of this gunshot right next to her ears, like bang, you know, sort of.
Well, it's all
like,
happening in
you
rapid
just look to the
succession,
side after it was disorientating. Now a gunshot has gone off next to you again. It's disorientating you from the other side. You know that
Okay,
someone's next to you.
Okay, Lula's gonna shout out, whoever that is, just cover your goddamn eyes.
Yeah, I want to cover my eyes.
John, what's up?
I guess he says, well, I guess we're doing this then. And then he runs out. Or I guess he would just peek his head through the door and say, Irota! And then he would shoot a beam towards the sphere.
Oh yeah, Eldritch Blast.
Hey, he hits it with a 25.
We have Warlock. Oh yeah, boy.
Awesome, dude.
For 6 force damage. It's something.
Oh yeah.
It's something.
And then he's actually gonna. I guess he would walk out and then jump over the railing of the train and duck behind it.
What a wimp.
No, he just wants to live. And that's his turn.
Wimp.
With a passive perception of 11, I rolled really, really bad because I rolled at 8. And I think that takes it to a 10 total. You notice that in the pillar above you, as you jump off the train and turn around to duck behind it, in the pillar above you is one of those strange grasping creatures that took the AI. And he's looking down at you.
And where is it? Oh, the one
In
right
the
Just
pillar
there.
above you. I just put it there. Sorry, took me a second to find the token.
So in that case, he goes. I guess he would just hop back over to the other side upon seeing that.
Jumps up. Nope. Jumps
Yeah.
back in.
And then I guess Aslan's close and he says, "There's a monster right there." He looks afraid, and then that's his turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. He's shooting lasers at us or whatever it is.
No, behind us.
And is that your
Behind?
turn, Lula? What are you up? What are you up to?
Lula's gonna shake off the blinding light that just happened. And she's back on her feet. She's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an action. I mean, I can't attack, so needs to come a little bit closer. Hopefully, she can tank it. Be strong, girl. Lula is going to take a shot. 40 feet. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, just makes it perfect. She's gonna take a shot without disadvantage.
Beautiful. Take a shot.
Alrighty. Hammerlock. That is dexterity. Rolling. A d20. Son of a bitch. So 6 plus 4 is 10. Does that hit?
In the darkness, the confusion, the lights flashing in your eyeballs from the attack that you just sort of like brushed off. You shoot at what looks like a glowing orb above you, and then a second later, after you take your shot, the orb disappears and the actual orb is still there in the sky, not where you shot. Is that your turn?
Whoops. Still above me. I didn't move. Luna's gonna move over here and ready up.
Okay, Frank, what are you doing?
Frank will, like last time, walk a little bit forward, take a shot with his pistol, firebolting this thing. With a dirty 21, doing 7 fire damage, and will beautifully walk back to where he was, and order his cannon to get a little closer, and try and hit it with that. And hit with a 23.
All the good rolls are on Frank today, huh?
and do another 10 force damage.
This thing, its form seems to shift, and like it almost seems to, the waves that emanate off of it, whatever sort of power or energy this is, the waves seem to be getting more and more sparse, and it almost fizzles and crackles as a wave goes off it. There seems to be spaces left in between, as this form is still floating around, red hot and angry. Red hot and angry. That's your turn?
It's my turn.
It swoops out of the sky, coming down onto Lula and Saul. It's going to go like right above Lula there. And it's going to, with the tiny little bit of power from its shaking, like fragile form, just and set off a shocking wave. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Easy as pie. Lula's got this in the bag. Please don't flub it. Oh shit. 8.
19.
No, what's your total, dude? You gotta give your total.
Wait.
My total 8.
They roll 2 different
just-
things.
Oh, it was an 8. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, one rolled the
Mine's
Constitution
just-
8. The other one rolled the
Sorry.
Constitution check.
Oh, my bad. Well, for me, it's the same thing
Yeah, same.
either
Okay.
way.
Okay, same
Yeah,
modifier.
so what
Well,
did you roll, sorry?
Then it doesn't matter. But
So what did you guys roll? Sorry, my internet dipped for a
8.
second.
8, 19.
8 to 19. Who rolled an 8?
8.
Lula.
Lula.
Can I have a D6 from you, please, Lula?
D6.
Yeah, both of you feel as this energy, this sort of electricity hits your body, and it feels like static as all of your nerve endings are overstimulated. And Saul, because of his training, has felt the effects of paralyzing punches.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, his internet dipped again.
Out of the 3.
Oh, did we lose him?
I
Yeah,
think we
I
lost
think
him
so.
for a second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, he's
Yep.
back.
Wait, there he is.
Okay, he's back.
Oh, guys,
There he
my
is.
internet's playing around. Sorry.
That's all right.
That's alright.
All right, get it
Um,
out. Get it out now before it dips again.
Saul, because of his training, shakes off what could be paralyzing effects, sort of bringing himself together. Lula, on the other hand, is unable to. What did you roll on the d6? A 3.
Yep.
You don't feel anything else, but as you try and move to, like Saul did, shake off the effects, your body's twitching, stuck in place. You are paralyzed.
Oh shit. That's not good.
That's my turn. Aslan, what are you up to?
Aslan will.
The last thing you said was, behind me?
Aslan will look behind to see if there are any monsters there.
Seeing that he's looking,
yeah,
John would point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Aslan's got enough dark vision that you can see this thing staring at you guys from the pillar, and it doesn't look like it's friendly staring. It's
Okay.
leering at you.
He's gonna take out another javelin and shoot it.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
13.
That is a... I think its AC is a 13. But sorry,
Meets
I
it,
keep pulling
beats
up
it.
the wrong... Yeah, I think I keep pulling up the wrong document. Give me 1 second. AC... 16, sorry. Never mind. I'm thinking of the other one. You throw at this creature, and as it's like scampering, clutched to the wall, it sees your thing and just gets out of the way as your javelin just dings into this this pillar, this timber pillar holding the cave up.
Okay.
Very close, but a little bit too dexterous. Blah, blah, blah.
That's it. That's the turn.
So, you've
Hey.
just shaken off the effects of potential paralysis.
I would like to use a free object interaction to switch on that bright lantern I got strapped to my belt.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of wall run up alongside this rock and then jump off and get a fury of blows on this thing as I go by.
Okay.
Can I do that with advantage since it's flanking Lula, or would that not count since she's paralyzed now?
This thing can't be flanked.
Okay, that's fair enough. All right.
So this bright light is like what, 30 feet of bright light, right? Or 60
No,
feet?
it's brighter than the
I think it's
magical
60
lantern.
feet of
he
bright
said.
light.
Yeah, it's 60 feet bright light and then 60 feet dim light.
Okay, so the moment you turn
Yeah.
this thing on, you could just hear Frank going, "Ah, fuck! That's bright."
It is very bright.
Just cover his eyes. This man has been looking using his dark vision the entire time, and now you just
Yeah,
turn
no,
on a bright ass
absolutely.
fucking light. Yeah, no,
I'm
he's
sure it's not wholly appreciated by the party.
To be fair, the lantern changes the source of light, and it also changes the color. The caves were pretty well illuminated with this red glow emanating off of this creature.
Oh, okay.
Now you've
Fair
just
enough.
changed it to like sort of the sterile white light of this magical.
Gotcha. Maybe it'll overpower some of its shit. Maybe. Just to be clear, this is I am attacking with the silver bullets in
Yeah,
between
I know.
the silver bullets. Okay, so make sure. Okay, first attack is a 16.
You strike into this creature's form, and for a second you feel like the silver has connected, and then air, nothing.
Okay, so
Seems
silver.
to be whatever you did with Lula isn't just replicated with silver, unfortunately.
Okay. Good to know. If he has enough, I would like to use a bonus action to like, instead of doing a flurry of blows, I would like to use my bonus action to like mutter like one of my chants to pay lore to like kind of re-anoint the silver maybe and try my second attack that way, just to see if that works.
Yeah. You'll remember that when you fought the thing in the past, it wasn't the silver that hurt it. You remember your bullets didn't hurt it. But you remember when you were within its form with the silver?
Yes.
For whatever
Yes,
reason, that seemed to...
I misunderstood that at the
Yeah.
time, I think. I thought that it was hurting it, and then we could hurt it extra hard if we're just... Okay. Alright, so obviously that's not going to work. I did get a 14 on the second hit. If I could just, at that point, have landed and hold that in there, that'd be cool. But it's okay if we don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get through it with the first one, and then you're
Mhm.
sort of still within its space, you know? It's sort of like 5 feet above in the air. You can be within it, basically.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. But now you're also blocking everybody else trying to shoot us.
Oh.
John, you're up.
Okay.
I hope you're fire resistant.
Alright. I guess you would turn it and see that Lula's stuck. I imagine she's just like stopped, just like staring at it, or what? Is she like looking away from it? What's the deal?
Lula, what pose are you paralyzed in? Have you guys not noticed that Luchando has been sitting there the entire time, staying still?
I've not noticed that.
2 different types of role players here.
What?
Can't hear you.
And your mic didn't pick it up. Say that again.
I
Yeah.
guess it's just like
Oh,
You know,
gotcha.
fighting.
So yeah, so seeing that she's not moving, John would decide that that creature's more pressing, so he's gonna turn and run up and try and beam it from here. I don't know if you can see that, Nick. Would you have a line of sight on it?
Oh yeah, for sure. But Soul is within its space.
Oh, he's inside.
I'm gonna
the
say it
square?
has plus. He's not only inside the square. He has his hand that he tried to strike with currently within the creature's form.
No, so it's only his arm.
If I understand correctly.
Is there a
If I
way
understand
to
correctly, that's right.
enter
Soul.
without hitting Soul?
So he's not within the square of the creature. He's in his own square, but his hands like inside the creature.
Yeah, hands inside it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
How would you like to do it this way? Because a person is half cover, so it would be a +2 to the creature's AC. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you hit his arm inside the creature. Does everybody want to gamble with that?
I'm
Let's go.
okay with it. I'll play with
Let's
it.
go.
I mean, it's a non-vital, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't kill him. Non-lethal damage, but
So you're saying does
but it is a gamble.
Does the creature have cover or not?
Yeah, it's like a half cover behind a person, right?
The +2 AC.
+2 to AC.
All right, so I'm gonna
Which takes
move
up
over
to
here,
okay.
Does he still have cover from there?
No.
All right, cool.
But you still might chance hitting the arm.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's cool. Don't worry.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
So, some of you
may
die.
die.
That's a risk I am willing to
I'm
take.
willing to take.
A 3. That was so
Yes.
close.
Oh.
He misses.
Saul currently has his arm clenched, his muscles held tight as he holds the silver bullets within his fingers, trying to say a prayer to Pelo to reanoint them, and an Eldritch Blast just goes. There's a green beam in front of his nose. He can smell how it nearly burnt his nose hairs.
Yeah, I think his I think he like turns his head away as it bursts back, and you can see like his beard and his hair kind of blast back in the wind.
He hears from
Yeah.
behind him. Sorry.
Oh, that's great.
Um,
And that's his turn.
with that, Lula, you get to roll a Constitution saving throw again.
Come on, girl.
All right. All right.
Well, unless you have
Constitution
something
saving
else
throw.
you can do while paralyzed,
I mean,
but I don't
besides
think you do.
Frank, besides
think you do,
Frank,
you're a
no.
fighter.
He can speak
Yeah.
falteringly. That's about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, 23.
Yes.
Hey, all right.
Hell yeah.
Nice. But that's the end of your turn, so on your next turn, you're no longer paralyzed.
That's great news.
That's still
Yeah.
good.
Until it makes you roll again.
It's just in time to get
What-
paralyzed again.
Wait, was it a natural 20?
No,
No. Okay, never mind.
it was an 18 plus 5.
Nah, she's
Plus
just
5? Wow. Okay.
She's
Yeah.
just,
Okay. Yeah. Lula's got a sickness for the thickness. Understood.
yeah.
Frank, what are you up to?
So, Frank is just gonna go shoot this thing. Keep in mind that my firebolt ignores half cover.
Why?
Spell sniper.
Because enhanced spell focus. And
Oh.
my gun is infused. That it does a +1 to my spell attacks and it ignores half cover.
Ah, yeah, boy. Nice.
So he is going to stay right here and shoot from wherever he is.
Nice, good one.
And how was that a 7? That was supposed to be at 17. Okay, whatever. 14. Does a 14 hit?
It's just below its AC, I'm afraid.
Well, then get hit with a 19 with the Force Ballista.
Same thing. Saul is there, like holding his arm inside this thing, like wondering what's gonna happen, and then a fireball like just strikes the end of his hat, starts to smolder a little bit before going out.
7 force damage.
7 force damage. This thing is raggedy crackling and shaking within its space. It's looking really, really messed up. And as it starts its turn, its form goes and seems to pull itself in for a second. But as it's unable to pull itself within itself because of the disruption of whatever of Saul's
Frank.
hand within it,
Oh.
it pulls itself in and goes and just seems to shatter in front of him. I was going to make you roll for damage, but it had like 3 health left after what Frank just did. So it sort of just pops on your arm
Awesome.
like a bubble. And
So you're
and
saying
suddenly
I
the
could have
cavern
killed it
lit only by
if
this
I,
bright light.
had I
You
had I
really-
hit it? God damn it!
Okay. It was a team effort.
Super close. It was a team effort.
I'm just glad I was able to
Lula.
help at all, man. After those 2
Lula,
misses.
you're no longer paralyzed.
Alright. Saul's gonna like withdraw his hand and like kind of look down at the silver bullets and just kind of tuck them back into his pocket. And he's gonna saunter up to Lula, make sure she's alright. Looks her over, pats her on the shoulder, looks at her inquisitively.
So wait, are we out of
Okay.
combat? I thought there was still an enemy that only John noticed.
I think
John and Alazan noticed it, but it's climbed its way up a pillar.
it's
If you guys want to take a perception roll and like Saul doesn't even need to, Saul can just like look around anywhere that he can actually see things in the dark. So with this lantern on, he can see a lot of stuff. There's eyes and tentacles
Frank would definitely
And
want to
little
do
creatures.
a perception roll.
scattering in every single shadow and looking at you guys. Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming Frank like kind of overheard John saying it to Aslan, but just didn't focus on it very much. But he would definitely afterwards be like, "Yep, I'm gonna try and see what the thing is." 21.
So you see the pillar in front of you. You can see that one. It's leering at you. And if you look above your head, you can see that where the chasm has collapsed above Lula and Saul, there's another one there. Maybe 2.
Whichever
Is
one
that a
is
third
closest.
figure? And
Whichever
they're
one is
all looking
closest.
for just. They're all just looking for an opportunity. Mhm.
Okay, whichever one is closest, Frank is gonna shoot it.
Roll your attack.
We're surrounded. Great. We can shoot in every direction.
21.
You've got me surrounded. How unfortunate for you.
How
Roll your
unfortunate
damage.
for you. 8 fire damage.
This thing, and it sort of scampers off back into another shadow.
Okay. Okay. Do I notice any others? Do they all?
You
Do they
shot
all
probably into like the.
Because
They scamper into the shadows. They don't seem to be outwardly aggressive at you guys currently.
Okay, because whichever one Frank can see, he will take another shot.
If Lula's okay, I would like to take my lantern and start looking around the pyramid, and particularly the top of the pyramid. I'm looking for any signs of our missing archaeologist.
While Saul's doing that, Lula's going to whip out her health potion she made. She's going to drink that. She's feeling a bit down, in all honesty.
Oh God.
Okay. This is the double ones.
This is the double ones. Yes.
Would I be just killing the fun if I ask if Saul sees that and if it would be okay for him to try to stop her?
I don't think Saul would know whether or not they would be bad for her.
You just said you walked away. You
That's
just
true.
said you walked away
I
to
did
look at
just
the
say I
thing.
walked away.
As you walk away, like a naughty child, Lula sees Saul walk away and goes, "Now's my chance." Lula, You see these 2 dice?
Oh no.
My 2 d10s. Do you think they do something good or something bad?
Optimistic. Optimism all the way. Please.
That's an 8 and a 5. 13 total.
13.
13
How is it
buddies.
healing?
You
13 kittens.
drink this potion. It's a deep, dark crimson red. And as it cold slowly slides down your gullet, it starts to feel really cold. And then it starts to feel like as if your whole body is slowing down. And then it starts to hurt as if you're breaking down. And then it feels almost as if you're dying on the inside, and you take 13 necrotic damage.
Oh, for fucking hell. Oh, necrotic damage as well.
Well, Lula's gonna.
Sometimes Lula's got to learn, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Those who don't
But also-
listen have to feel.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
you roll 2 ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't listen, you feel. That's exactly it. Yeah. Uncle
Yeah.
Fred's saying.
After Lula finishes drinking the potion, she's gonna smack her lips and she's gonna say out loud, this tastes pretty, and then she drops down. She's out. She has no more HP.
Oh God.
Saul is going to stop, turn around, and rush over to her.
You can see Frank. You can see Frank still
Lula seems to be.
holding his gun, just looking around, looking to see if he can shoot something, not paying attention to this whatsoever.
I'm gonna do
Seeing
a
someone go down, you notice a head cut from behind a rock. You can roll your attack, Frank. Saul, what are you doing?
doing medicine to stabilize her.
Okay.
10.
Frank, you can roll your attack. You see, as Lula falls, you see a head pop out from behind one of the rocks.
10.
Your fireball strikes against the rock. Once again, all the faces disappear. The eyeballs seem to duck into the darkness.
I got
What's your medicine check?
a 17. I want to try to make her throw up.
Yeah, you can do it. Lula throws up. There's blood and what looks to be partially rotted flesh. Your medicine's good enough, and you would have recognized this as well, and you probably would have had some experience with it. It's necrosis. It's necrotic damage.
That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna take
No,
her
it's not good.
herbalism kit for safekeeping.
This is confiscated.
You do not. You no longer have the privilege of killing yourself.
Oh, what are you doing? Don't just. Oh, I don't feel so good.
He's gonna help her out once she's done coughing.
Well, you're stabilized. You're at 0 HP, but just yeah. Okay, you can.
Oh, okay.
The throwing
Okay.
up. The throwing up makes you wake up for sure. Never mind.
He's gonna wave over at the others, try to gesture them over.
Frank,
Okay.
would noticing this waving, would look over to AI and say something along the lines of,
Robot, do you know how to heal someone? Do you have any skills in that? Can you help this poor girl?
AI goes, I am a well-equipped assistant. One moment, please. And then it pulls what seems to be like a small satchel at its side, like Indiana Jones' man purse,
Mm-hmm.
and goes inside and ruffles through it for a second. And after just a second, pulls out a tiny vial of a crimson liquid. But this is a much lighter crimson. As opposed to the dark burning crimson or the flaming crimson, this looks like cranberry juice. AI then
Right.
gets down and goes, please wait while I administer medical assistance, and then pops the thing. And glug, glug, glug. And you can take 4 + 3, 7 points of healing. As this potion goes down, it doesn't taste like burning or like fire or like static electricity or like death. It tastes delicious, and it heals you. It's sweet and nourishing, almost like honey. And you feel the dead cells that you just ripped out of your esophagus start to magically restore themselves. You think to yourself, maybe this is what a potion of healing is supposed to do.
Oh yeah, Mama always told me, the better it is, the better it is for you. I don't get it. Oh, this actually tastes pretty good.
AI,
Frank will stay
AI
vigilant
goes,
during this.
do you feel better, Miss Lula?
I do. Thank you very much, Tin Man. Oh, thank you. That was a. Ooh.
Most
Saul's
welcome.
going to offer his hand.
So with all of this going,
Straighten up.
all right. Are you still going to go over to the pyramid then? With Lula's little mishap now sorted.
Yeah.
As you go over to the pyramid and you begin searching around, the structure seems airtight. Well, there goes Frank. And like the picture that I sent you, like the meme that I sent you guys on WhatsApp, bones seem perfectly placed together.
Right.
Not seamless, but the seam is airtight.
Right.
And you see from like the blood running down, and the blood doesn't seep into these holes. The blood seems to form along the cracks and flow through them from the creatures that you've already slain here. However, in your searching, you do notice something a little strange near the pyramid. And that's what looks like the entrance of some sort of tunnel, or perhaps a cave, next to the base of the pyramid. Can you guys see that? I think I've gotten the
I think
log
so.
correctly.
I also think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I shine my light down there? Get a good look at
You
what's
can
inside,
indeed.
see how deep it goes.
You have to go to the base of it, but yes, you can.
So, like right here.
Yeah, you have a passive perception. There's tentacles on the ground and in the seams, and you need to make an effort to try and stay away from them. And as you're walking down, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure. So 19 total.
You are able to hold yourself in place and prevent yourself from slipping, but you come very, very close to falling once again into the grasp of these tentacles. And as you step away, you notice the tentacle just slowly slip away from your foot.
You okay down there, Saul?
A-okay.
So the entrance
So
The entrance to the tunnel, I couldn't make it too obvious, but it's actually about over there. Seems to be where that small creature that took AI was dragging
Gotcha.
the robot to.
what, behind the
Okay.
pyramid?
To the left of it.
Like the southernmost tip of the pyramid.
Gotcha.
So if I shine my light in there, can I see how deep it goes?
Yes, you can, sir. Give me a perception roll. Or an investigation roll, probably is better.
Investigation would be better?
Yep.
Okay.
More
Yeah, just a flat 9.
flat 9.
Yeah.
The tunnel is about 7 by 7 feet. It's a bit bigger than a single person could get through. You notice that there's parts of it that are thin, parts of it that are much wider. And it seems to be formed out of a mixture of some sort of natural cracks in the rock and what looks nearly like it's been worn away by water over time.
Mm-hmm.
As you look into the tunnel, it seems to go forward and then snake upwards. You're not really sure the direction it goes into.
I'll try to squeeze in a little ways just to see. Are there any tentacles in there?
Oh yeah, there are tentacles in there. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now to be clear, the source of the tentacles is that hole in the ceiling above the pyramid, right?
It seems to be as you move back and as the tentacles slowly retract themselves from your steps, not wanting to cause a fuss as they had before, they retract deeper into the tunnel that you're looking down.
Okay, so that's... Okay, so there's like multiple... There's multiple holes that these tentacles are coming from, basically? Or would this one be closer to the source and
Something
then the
gives
one...
you that feeling for sure.
Okay.
Something gives you that feeling for sure.
All right.
If you could talk, you could ask John, who felt all the tentacles, but you'd have to figure out how to write that down in a little.
You don't have to, because John comes over. His eyes are still glowing green from his mind spike spell, and you can tell that he's under the effect of some type of magic. And he looks over, and he looks distraught and stressed as he seems to be maintaining some kind of connection to this place or to this monstrosity. And he will look to you and say, I think it's above us. I can sense it. He says as he looks up towards the tunnel that the sphere came from, the hole above the pyramid. He looks towards that, and then he looks back towards the tunnel that you were peering into, and he says, "Do you think it could lead us to it? Do we even want to go to it?"
Saul's going to
For myself, but it's cool enough that I'm going to let it happen. Mind Spike lasts how long?
An hour.
Okay, yeah, then you're good. Just so I know for future. Sorry, what are you doing, Saul?
Saul's gonna look between the hole in the ceiling, and then you said this tunnel kind of curves upward the further it goes in.
Yeah.
Okay. Just looking at like the tunnel above the pyramid, does that look like that'd be like kind of tricky to like get up in there? We'd have to climb the tentacles to do it, right?
What's your fly speed?
Well, that's kind of what I mean. Is like my understanding was that there's like literally tentacles spilling out of it, like spaghetti or something. Do I have the wrong visual?
So it sounds like tentacles are coming from deeper within the tunnel, and as you shine the light and approach, they seem to recede further into it. You know, that's what it sounded like to me.
So
it's not coming from
that's
holes
one
in the
thing.
walls
Also,
or anything.
it's not like It's not like spaghetti as well. It's like there's a couple of strands, and there's like one across the ceiling that seems to like stake
Right.
its way upwards. There's two along the ground, and as you come in, those ones sort of like pull back. There's another
Right.
one like along the side that seems to disappear into another crack in the wall, sort of thing. You know?
I should clarify. I mean the tunnel above the pyramid from last week that the orb came out of.
Oh,
Oh no, that one you can't get into. The one in front of you that you're peering down doesn't seem to like shoot up. It sort of arcs upwards. You get the feeling that one's like.
Yeah, he's going to look between those two, and then he's going to nod towards the tunnel that we're in front of, and kind of unsheath his Bowie knife and make his way in.
Okay.
He says, "Wait!" Putting a hand up upon your shoulder, he says, "Maybe we should stop and talk about this. Let it allow ourselves a moment to at least catch our breaths."
Saul will pause. Looks like he's thinking for a moment, and then nods, steps back.
And then John would start walking back towards the group and try and gather them towards the train car. And he would explain to them what the situation seems to be. He would say, so I have a kind of mental connection that's hard to explain, but I've targeted one of the tentacles, and now I can sense the presence of some kind of massive gargantuan creature living within the mountain. It seems to be above the pyramid, like where that sphere of fire came from, he says as he points to the gaping hole above the pyramid. And then he says, but we think there might be a passage to it, to the upper levels. There's a tunnel to the left of the pyramid there. Perhaps we could brave deeper into the mountain and see if we can find the source of this evil. But either that or we leave this place. Maybe we could collapse the tunnel and try and seal it within the mountain.
Not a chance. Not a chance. We're gonna collapse this tunnel. We're going in. We're stopping that evil, and we're getting whoever needs help out.
He said, and then he says, "Yes, if we survive it. But
We
before
will.
we go anywhere,
We got this.
I think we should maybe rest a bit and see if we can regain our strength."
Yeah, I'm down to
idea.
rest. Frank says, as he's sipping from his whiskey.
So he
Yep.
says, "Shall we
That
do
sounds
it?
like a good idea.
Shall we do it here?
But
Take half
what
an hour."
about those things? And then he points at all the monsters crawled up on the pillars, or at least the two that Dazzlin saw.
He says, "Well, they're not coming for us now, and I imagine they've been here a long time before us. I don't really think we're pressed for time at the moment." And then he shrugs.
Is there enough space in the cart for everybody to rest in the cart?
Yeah, and John would know this. Within there was not only what looked like research papers and whatever. There was at least 4 sleeping places for whatever team came with the archaeologists. It seems that while they were studying and researching here, they may have been using the train as a form of bunkhouse.
Yes, there's bunks within the train that we can use. But I think for now the light seems to stave them, at least for a bit. So come on then. Let's get some rest
let's
while
take control.
while we can.
Saul is well rested, so I'll just take watch while everyone's resting.
Thanks,
Okay.
Saul.
Would Saul like to make everyone a meal?
Sure. I actually don't know if I ended up getting to have those. I don't know if I ended up with cooking tools or not.
Is it in your character sheet?
Yeah,
I
it's on your
don't-
character sheet. I'm sorry, hey.
Yeah,
We did
that's
discuss this beforehand while you were on the ranch.
Yeah, it's
Could Frank make something, or isn't there something within the carts that that could be fashioned?
Yeah,
into a
actually, no, that's fair.
makeshift pot?
That's fair. In the cart, no, in the cart they would have had like, there's probably a little stove in there even.
Yeah,
This-
like
Like, these guys aren't pressed for money. There's a little wood burning stove within the cart that seems to have a chimney going outside. It's It's not bad. There's a kettle,
Yeah.
there's a little pot, there's a little pan.
I'm new to D&D Beyond, so I think I just missed the. Could I replace my herbalism tools proficiency with like culinary tools proficiency? Like I think that's a thing.
Yeah, no, you can. I didn't even know you had a herbalism kit. Otherwise, you would have just taken Lula's. But I don't know. I also don't remember talking about it. So you
I'm proficient.
can do it
with
after
it.
the session. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so with everybody taking a rest, Saul cooking a nice meal for the group as he takes his watch, keeping an eye out for the creepy crawlies in the darkness. I think we'll take a 10-minute break there. So we'll see everybody in 10 minutes.
Okay.
See
Thank
ya.
you.
And we're live. Welcome back to the Quest and Quill live stream. When we last left off, the party, after taking more damage again, took
What are you
a short
talking about?
rest.
Frank hasn't been hit
Yeah, Frank.
again.
Yeah, we get it. Frank likes to hide behind his ballista. Okay. And at the end of the short rest, I believe Saul had something that he wanted to say.
Did I?
Oh no, it was John.
Sorry, John. John. Yeah,
John,
you guys
yeah.
and your names.
So I mean, not at the end of the short rest, but while we're hanging around, and I suppose binding our
Eating.
wounds
What
or
did?
whatever.
Yeah, and whatever Saul cooked for everyone, you'll be eating that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, your bits and
Frank
beans or whatever.
would have helped the cooking and made it a little better with his presentation.
It's we went with chili. We got some pungent chili wafting through the caves. Right?
Mm.
Oh wow. So
It is delicious.
so while we're eating the pungent chili, John looks over to Frank and he says, "Frank, I think maybe we should get the train started, the locomotive, just in case we gotta get out of here in a hurry."
Well, we still gotta put the train back on the tracks, but I can at least get the engine running, and I believe.
Wait, isn't it on the tracks or no? Or is it still uplifted by the log or whatever? The pillar.
From what Nick told me, we still have to actually put it back on the tracks in
Well.
some way,
Oh, okay. So
right, Nick?
maybe we have to push it from behind because it's atop a rock right now, right?
The main issue is the pillar and the splinters of pillar that it seems to be driven over. You could try push it off, but like even with Aslan's guns, you don't know how much you'd be able to push like a 2.5 ton train cart. You know.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, but it's just the cart that's on the pillar. If we can just start the locomotive, we can maybe just pull forward.
Maybe, I guess you have to find out.
I guess John would look to the others and he says, "Well, another choice is to just disconnect the cart." He said he wants his locomotive back. He didn't say anything about the cart.
Either way, we need to find a way to get out of here when we do.
Well,
It's
tell you
all-
what,
That
just
seems
disconnect,
like a way to do it.
Just disconnect the cart for now and get the locomotive started, in case we need to get out of here quickly.
What do I do?
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
He said he looks at
Thanks,
Aslan
Aslan
and he
is
says,
dead.
"Aslan, please, can you go disconnect the train from this cart? I can help you with
Okay.
it if you like."
No, it's
Frank
okay. I
will-
got it.
We'll nudge towards John and say, maybe you should help him just in case. And then
No. Don't worry, guys. I got this.
He says to Frank, he says, "You should go. You're the engineer here, and the locomotive is up front, anyways. I'm sure you know how that thing works."
because it's multiple carts, right? Is it is it one cart that's the problem, or
If you look on the map, it's literally just the locomotive and one cart.
Yeah, and the map is pretty.
okay?
accurate.
So it's just that way. Okay, well then, yeah, no, then it's fine. Then Frank will go with Aslan and help him disconnect the locomotive from the cart, and then go over to try and get the engine running.
Okay. As you approach it, you can first see the ball joint on which the train is hitched, and it seems to be similar to just any normal trailer hitch. There's the ball joint, and then the piece that slid over it, and then that piece seems to be clamped just around. So you'd have to unclamp it and then somehow lift the ball joint off, and that's how you disconnect the carts, basically. With
Okay.
Aslan's strength and Frank's brains, Frank just has to explain to him how to do it. How do you explain to this?
So you said he has to
Barbarian.
like lift it off and then and then because Frank would go and like try and do the thing, and then just tell Aslan,
You unclip it, yeah.
and then tell Aslan, you lift this thing off and then push it, and like just say it in a really blunt manner, just point at the thing. This up, away.
Mm.
Frank has dealt with
Okay.
this before.
You don't even
So,
need
yeah,
to roll anything
that-
with with Aslan's strength. You got this.
All right. So once that's done, Frank will stand up and say, "Good job. I will get the engine running and then go over to try and figure out what's going on with the engine and get it
Can I,
running."
since I'm proficient in the Tinker's tools, can I go kind of stand behind Frank and kind of offer like a help action about like just handing him whatever tools he needs, or
Yes, sir. You can.
All right. So when I go and look at the engine, what do I see? What do I need to do to get this engine running? Is it broken in any way?
Give me a Tinker's Tools check, please. And I will tell you what you need to do and how you
So
manage it. Because basically, as you approach the engine, it looks like it's been overburnt. It looks like someone has messed with the controls, who doesn't know what they're doing, and jammed everything in like 6 different directions, and seemed to just pull it apart. Have you ever seen someone drive a manual who only knows how to drive an automatic?
Yeah, it sounds like they fucked the transmission up.
Yeah, exactly. They messed the transmission up for sure.
21.
They messed the transmission up for sure. There's a couple of things you need to mess with. It's going to take you like 5-10 minutes to figure it out. You rolled with
You can
advantage
see-
as
you
well.
can- Oh, I roll with. Oh, right, because of course, yeah. Okay, well, hold on.
Sol was giving you
I mean,
help.
I don't think 21 doesn't matter. The other one was lower. 21 in total still. So Saul will. I don't know if it's just Saul, but Saul will notice Frank putting on what seems to be like a piece of metal onto the butt of his gun and holding the barrel like a handle, and start using his gun as a hammer, and cast mending on the transmission and everything that he sees that's broken, and just dunk dunk dunk.
his eyes are a little bit wide at this. He feels uncomfortable using a gun in this way. But he
Yeah, but you can see that it works.
He's got that muzzle
You can
discipline.
visibly see this transmission. Yeah, you can see that this whatever Frank's doing, even if you don't fully understand it, it's working.
Oh yeah.
So Aslan, you're sort of just standing outside the cart watching these two inside, or what are you doing?
Pretty much. He's
Your
making sure
passive
they don't fuck
perception-
it up.
Your passive perception is below 11, which was the total that I rolled. From above you, you feel a small form just drop onto you, and these long, vine-like arms with uncanny, muscly, sinewy strength wrap themselves. The first one around your neck, one around your torso. You feel the legs go wrap around your torso, one around your neck. As you're grasped, I need a contested strength roll from you, please. You need to beat a 15.
Strength saving throw?
It's a grapple, so athletics.
Okay. 13.
This thing is grabbing around your neck, and it tightens. And you start to feel the air constricted. What's your constitution modifier?
3.
It's cutting off your windpipe. You can't breathe. If you try to call out, all that escapes is
Can I grab
So
it?
this is happening.
what's happening behind you guys. Just tink, 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 tink.
With my passive perception of 15, would I be able to hear?
Oh yeah. You
I'm
definitely
slow.
hear the behind you.
Okay, so he's gonna glance around and see this thing's on poor Aslan, and I'm going to quick draw my Bowie knife and kind of like leap at him and kind of like try to catch this thing in the shoulder or maybe its eye and like whip around onto its back. So now I've got the weight, my weight, and this thing's weight on Aslan, but I'm basically doing the same maneuver to this thing it's doing to him, except with the fucking knife.
Okay, roll your grapple.
A grapple? Is this just strength or
Athletics.
can I do
Oh,
dexterity?
yeah. For a grapple, I think you can't do acrobatics. You can only do acrobatics to escape it. Kaio, am I wrong?
Yeah, only athletics if you're trying
Yeah,
to grapple. Until
Yeah.
when D&D comes out, then it'll just be a straight attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't looked
Sixth
too close
edition.
at that thing yet, but that's a 1, my guy.
Brah.
Classic.
Okay.
I should have worried that
you-
differently.
It's a
So
dirty
it wasn't
one.
a grapple.
It's a dirty one.
Dirty one.
Dirty
Yeah, it
one.
was
I
a
got
2
a
minus
two.
1.
You
It
rolled
was a 1.
something and you had a minus.
Yeah.
He rolled a 2 and has a -1, so it's a 1.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you failed to grab this thing, bruh. Your fingers just slip off its slimy form.
Alright, so it's probably too late now to like attack it, even though that was part of the verbiage.
You were trying to attack it, but you made the grapple. So
That's
unless
fair.
you want to flurry of blows it or something like that.
So
No, it'll be okay. Aslan's a big boy.
can Frank react to this?
Yeah, go ahead. You
So
notice
Frank
that your
wouldn't-
assistant is suddenly gone. You didn't notice the thing drop. It rolled a 14, so Saul just noticed it. But you did notice
So-
your assistant. You're like, and my adjustable wrench, and then you see
Yeah.
this guy just slipping off this creature behind Aslan's back.
Yeah, I think he's
So
just
Frank would walk outside and his because he's been carrying his ballista with him, but he was waiting outside. I'm assuming because he wouldn't take it with him inside. And he would order the ballista to fucking force this thing to try and get it off of Aslan through forced movement, with his, trying to hit it.
Go for it.
Ooh, nice.
Fuck. Ah, it's a 9.
That's a miss. Sorry.
a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Can Frank shoot it with
Aslan,
a
what do you want to
firebolt?
do? You tried to use your ballista. Aslan, what do you want to do?
Can he grab the creature from behind him?
Yeah. You want to counter grapple?
Yeah.
Just a
Like
just turn it into a
judo
wrestling
move him
match.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
like
turn it into a
he-
wrestling match.
He just wants to like grab him, maybe like his arm or something, and just pull him out or something. I don't know.
Okay, roll.
So what kind of creature is this? Is this like one of the things that tried to grab AI earlier, or
Yeah,
which
it's one of the grapplers. Those
19.
long noodle arms.
19.
Tentacle
You're
arms,
able
yeah.
to pull this thing off of you, and you just rip it as you feel the breath return to your lungs. What do you want to do? You now have this thing grappled in your arms. It's a small creature, but for whatever reason seemed to be obnoxiously strong while choking you.
Oh, it's not one of those long tentacle creatures from before with the spikes.
No, it's the same sort of creature that tried to grapple AI.
Hmm.
The ones that
You'll,
fall
uh,
above.
The ones that fall
I
from
thought
above,
those
yeah.
were-
And that's exactly what
I
it did.
thought
It
those
just
were
fell
bigger.
from above.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I thought it
You'll
was
They're
bigger.
tiny. Well, they're small. They're small creatures.
Oh, I did
He'll
not-
point it at like he'll just move it around like an object and point it at Frank and Saul and ask, what do I do with this?
Now you can
Can
take
Frank
your
shoot
shot
it
with
now?
the fireball if you want to. Yeah.
Frank would like undo the thing of his gun, and like twirl it around and put it into his hand and just shoot it.
Roll for it.
I mean, he's being grappled by another. Fuck's sake! 9 misses.
No, I imagine this thing is like freaking out, screeching.
Yeah, it's flailing around. It's not making it easy on you. The fireball goes whiffs past Aslan's mane. It feels warm for a second, Aslan. John, Saul, what are you doing?
You can see Frank just looking at his gun like.
Saul's going to shoot a somewhat dirty look at Frank and leap at the guy. Just get his knife and he's just going to fucking try to cut this thing's throat. I'm just going to do a full attack round on this dude.
Do it.
Okay. Would I get advantage since he's being grappled in
Oh, yeah.
place?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Why didn't I get advantage?
Because it's a ranged attack.
So you would have done it from an appropriate range. You wouldn't shoot it.
Actually,
that
I mean,
close.
technically he's
Technically, no.
restrained.
No, technically he's grappled.
Technically, yeah, he's grappled.
Not restrained.
Um,
You don't
so-
really get attacked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a grapple target.
Yeah, exactly.
No advantage then.
No,
Okay, that's fine.
and it's whirling
I mean,
around
you would
as well. It's not
still-
exactly making it easy on you guys.
First attack
Yeah.
misses.
Be
All
flanked,
Aslan has
because
to do is
Aslan's
like
behind
take it
him.
and then like shove it onto the ground because it's a small creature.
Right.
Aslan's behind it, but he's also holding this thing into Soul's face, and Soul's like getting up, like trying to slash it.
Yeah. Does a 13 hit?
Bro, what are your rolls today?
They're real
Like, maybe
bad.
refresh your D&D Beyond.
Maybe I need to.
You can change the
I will-
dice.
That's what I'm doing actually.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, make
and
it a different
7.
colored dice. Maybe you
Yeah.
had better luck.
Put that one in jail.
Wait, you can change the dice color? I did not know that. How do you do that?
It's after the stream.
Okay,
I'm downloading
Aslan, what are you
red
doing?
ones.
Uh,
Alright.
Aslan will say, if you want me to kill him, just say so. And then I guess he's holding it by his neck, so he'll squeeze it.
Or you just want to pop
Snap
it?
its neck.
Yeah.
Okay, make an unarmed strike then.
Hey, John, are you hearing this? Are you hearing something happening outside?
21.
Oh, you
Definitely
would have
is.
probably heard Frank's gun go off and his force ballista go off.
Yeah, the force ballista makes like a like a gauss rifle. Gauss rifle, I don't know how you pronounce that.
You get it right.
John peeks through the windows and he's like, he looks through one of the small windows in the car and he's like, it's just a small one. And then he sits back down.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's probably what they say about you.
Oh,
Aslan didn't hear John
Aslan
say
shooting shots. Aslan shooting shots.
Throwing shade over here. Good lord.
Okay. So you squeezed a pop potato. How much damage did you get?
Ours in an arm strike always 4. I guess it would be like
Yeah.
a claw strike, right?
That's your claw strike. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, 4.
so it's still a 4.
4.
You
You're
rolled a
digging
1.
into this creature. It's definitely uncomfortable. It's not happy, but it's not killing it.
Really?
Maybe we just need to tame this little feller. Just let him be like the new team mascot.
Yeah,
I like
right.
the beard.
Party mascot.
This is your life now. You're grappled.
Can Frank take another full turn and shoot it with both his force ballista and a firebolt?
It's like waving in front of Aslan's face. You're not going to get a clear shot easily.
What do you mean?
And now he's like got its claws around it. This thing is like got its arms wrapped around his arm. It's like flailing around, making it's being a dick.
So make it like if I roll a 1 or a 2, then I hit Aslan.
Why would you suggest that?
My gun still ignores half cover, so
We,
it's
we just rested. No, I'm just kidding.
exactly. He's healthy enough. Can I shoot it?
Sure. And then if not, Aslan will continue to pop it, and he can eventually strangle the poor thing. I just feel bad for it. You guys are like held it in the middle and like just standing around it like a
Yes.
bunch of schoolyard bullies, you know?
There's a 15 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't. 16 AC. It misses.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
You should just let us have the advantage, man. We're gonna
I
be
should have. You guys
Alright,
needed
well-
it.
Well, the
Aslan, you
the
can pop it in this next
ballista
turn if you want
crit.
to.
The
Alright.
ballista crit.
The creature pops.
20 damage.
20 force
Ooh.
damage.
Woo.
20 force
Like
damage.
Aslan is
I rolled
holding
max
this
on
thing
one of
out.
the dice.
He's holding this thing out, and it just like
It just explodes, and now he's just holding parts of it. And you can see Frank, like, he's looking at his gun, and he's, like, really confused as to why it wasn't working several times, and he's like, I gotta do some maintenance on this thing again. I haven't... Alright. Was that all? And then he goes back into the locomotive to try and fix the engine again.
Saul is
Tundo,
going
you need to fix your mic or something because we can't hear your laughter and I can see you cracking up and it makes me so sad.
Still can't hear you.
Saul
Yeah.
Saul is going to continue to help Frank, but you're going to notice that he's like a little bit cold the entire time. Like
You
very
can see
terse
Frank just like
movement.
precariously looking at his gun, like disappointed in his gun that it didn't work.
So as you guys re-enter the car, John and Lula are sitting down, and then John looks to you guys and he's like, "Are you guys okay?"
Saul looks back and nods curtly.
You can hear Frank going, "No, my gun is fucked. I need to clean it." And then
Were you able to get the train
just
going?
sits. Nick, was I able to get the train going? Did I fix the engine?
Working order. You didn't say you turned it on.
I
but you seem to have got all the pieces
want to
back
fire
together.
it up. I want to fire it
Okay,
up.
yeah, you can fire it up. You fire it up and you hear the familiar of the locomotive engine starting.
Oh, good. I think he's got it running. So whenever we're ready to go, we can leave. But for now, is everyone ready to go check out that tunnel?
Oh, you know it.
Frank will be like, "No, hold on. I need to do something about my gun." And you can see him just fidgeting around with his gun, like he like pulls out a bunch of stuff, like a napkin to like clean his gun. He like takes his gun completely apart, cleans every part, and like and fixes it and then puts it back together.
Like
At an incredibly fast pace. His gun looks squeaky clean now.
John straightens to him a smile and he says, "Like you said, it's maintenance is the #1 rule of safety, right?"
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready to go. And he like twirls it and puts it back into his holster.
All right then. I guess we brave the darkness. Come on, friends.
Let's get ourselves some survivors.
Or what's left of them.
Oh, none of that. None of that.
So, you guys journey into the tunnel.
Indeed.
It's tight, especially for
I don't
Aslan.
like that tone.
There are certain places where you have to duck down. Do you want to give me your marching orders, everyone?
Oh, okay.
Frank would be at the back.
I'd like to be in front.
And you guys can all notice that Frank doesn't seem to have any issues with how tight and small this this space is. He's just very comfortable just walking around.
Aslan, if you want to go first, Saul would go behind you, but if you don't want to go first, I'll go first.
How does Saul convey this information to Aslan?
It's basically we're gonna get up to there, and if Aslan doesn't go first, he's gonna go first.
You can notice Aslan is not as nonchalant as he usually is. Like he's a bit timid in the way he's venturing forth, and he still has a few injuries from the last couple battles. But he still doesn't hesitate to march forward.
Okay. Saul will fall in behind him with the lantern lit, Bowie knife out.
So, as you enter, you find yourself going through this twisted tunnel and it starts to curve upwards, slightly to the left, and you feel yourself gain some elevation. There's parts where you have to duck down and crouch almost doubled over. And there are parts where you have to climb, where the tunnel seems to almost like upward, almost like completely go up and then straight again. and you almost have to climb yourself up like a flat stone wall face. But everybody except Frank can do it, and with the assistance of the other Frank can get like a little bit of a leg up and then like pulled up by the others, you know. And you find yourselves getting higher and higher, and then suddenly, as quickly as you'd been climbing, the tunnel sort of straightens out and goes downwards. And as you walk forwards and look through the hole in the tunnel ground, which is probably about 5 by 5 feet circular, it's above the train tracks. And as you look down, you see the darkness below you with the glow sticks, where you guys had been not too long before. And as you pass that, you find yourself noticing that the tunnel branches off. There are now 3 branches, one continuing straight, and then another to the left and another to the right. Which one would you like to go in?
Saul's going to look back to John inquisitively.
So Mind Spike faded, but does he remember the general direction of where the creature might be? Is he able to guess?
You get the feeling that these tunnels were the tunnels that seem to be where the almost root-like structure of this creature had been before. You get the feeling that the tentacles were in this tunnel not long before you were, and it's only your advancing and your light and your sound that has sort of kept them at bay.
Okay, but I'm saying like the concentration
Which
of
of
like
the
mass
3?
of this creature, like does he know?
You've gone up, but now you've gone up, but now you seem to be above the train tracks. The massive creature, you're a little bit disorientated because of the tunnel and because you've gone up and down and because it's dark and a little bit eerie, but you would still know that it's way, way further up.
Okay. He says.
Yeah, you guys have not climbed high enough at all to even get close to there.
Yeah, he says, "I think we need to go deeper within still." And then he gestures, straight to keep going straight ahead, seeking to go deeper into
Okay.
the mountain.
Okay, so you now arrive at this place where there's 3 tunnels. One to the left, straight, or right. What are you guys?
So I just said
What
straight.
you guys gonna do? Straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Then as you choose to go straight.
Could before we go straight, could Frank would like to kind of run in front of him, halt them, and say, "Wait, I have an idea," and pull out more of these glow sticks, and kind of give them to Aslan and say, "Throw each of them as far as you can. Let's see what we can find through the light of these glow sticks."
All of the paths.
Mhm.
He'll take the glow stick and he'll throw it as far as he can into the middle path, the middle branch.
So if you guys want to look on the bottom left of the thing, that's the correct marching orders, right? That's what everybody said.
Wait, Lula's all the way in the back. Is that it?
I thought it was Aslan, John, Aslan, Saul, John, Frank, Lula. Did I misunderstand something?
Is that where you want to be, Lula? In the back?
I mean, as long as Frank is protected, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. That's
That's
fine.
fine.
As long as
Yeah,
there's,
yeah, that's
as
the
long
order
as
then.
there's a strong person at the back, yeah,
That's a good order, to be honest.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you said anyway, but fine, I'll give it to you.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I must have missed it.
Maybe I'm like imagining things as well, but it doesn't matter. It's settled now.
Yes.
So
What do we see when Aslan throws a glow stick down each of the directions?
okay, so as you throw one down the right, it seems to open up even more. And once again, what you seem to notice is the tunnel to the right curves downwards.
Okay.
As you throw into the left, so that you throw it into the right tunnel, and the glow stick seems to continuously roll down until the the dim light disappears down the cave. So you throw on to the right. To the left. The opposite thing happens. You throw, and as far as it goes, it seems to slowly roll back towards you, as it seems to curve upwards slightly. The one straight seems to be continuing at sort of the same level you guys are currently at.
Where to now?
On second thought, I think we should keep heading upwards. So I say we go left.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Frank will get back into his original position where you have him standing
We got rid of
between
all of
Lula
them.
and stuff.
It's fine. You guys are making your way to the right thing.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
so I'm assuming you stick to the same marching order. Aslan goes first, and as you make your way up the tunnel that seems to curve upwards, you find it opens up into a strange cavern. And the sound at the center of the cavern seems to echo with the boom of still water, and each footstep seems to slowly reverberate back at you as the sound jumps off the water. Marching in the same order?
Yep.
I mean, I want to do an active perception check on the water.
I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna
I
hold
want to do
on.
it.
I was
I
gonna
want to
hold
do
on
a perception.
to the rock and take a look inside.
I want
see
to
if
do a
there's
perception
anything
check
swimming
in general.
Okay.
So 13 on John.
Okay.
It's a 20 on Saul.
Frank is trying to look around with a 9, and he's not doing a very good job, just calmly sipping his whiskey as he's looking around trying to find something.
The water's surface isn't still. And while the others search around to see what the source of the disturbance is, Saul sees a small figure floating, face up, in the pool. A familiar-looking figure. A gnomish-looking figure.
It's your mama.
It seems to have a face similar to what you saw on the wanted poster. And he seems to just bob there, slowly floating above the surface.
Did I see anything else in the water? No. Okay, he's gonna get in the water. Go get him out.
What
Okay.
wanted poster? Feck Fumbles?
Seems to be the one, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find the picture.
What's that?
Upon seeing Saul going into the water, Frank would ready his gun.
Okay.
I mean, this
What's that?
entire time, I assume everyone was walking armed, or
Well, Frank, I specifically said Frank put his gun back earlier when he put it back, but he's now visually looking at stuff, and if he sees anything that he doesn't trust or he doesn't want moving about, he would shoot it.
I'm going to put in the group chat what the figure looks like.
You put it in the Discord instead.
I can put it in the
both?
Discord too.
If
I can put it in both as well.
Thank you. Oh my God, are you serious? It's great. Oh, that's
What's so funny
hilarious.
about that? What's
Oh,
so
that-
funny?
Nothing.
That it's that guy. It's that guy. It's funny.
Oh,
No, wait.
Nice.
We have the picture, right, from the wanted thing.
The wanted post is also there, yeah.
Yeah. If you just
yeah.
look at it.
I thought that poster looked familiar.
Yeah.
And now I see why. Aliens.
Yeah.
Are you putting it into the stream, Kaya?
Oh, I can, yes.
And as you walk into the water to
Of course.
pull
Yeah,
this figure out,
I got to save that guy. I don't see anything else in the water, so the tentacles obviously left him here, and there's no danger.
you
That's
go
what
to
you
pull him
think.
out.
Mhm.
And as your arms reach to grab him, his eyes open up and he goes, shocked to see you there. And he looks at you instinctively, and then curiously, and then nervously, and then shocked, and his little gnomish hand grasps at your coat, and he goes, "Who are you?"
He takes out his slate. It says Saul on it.
As you take out your slate, it gets wet with some water, and he reads S, and then the A and the U are kind of smudged, so it looks like an A and an I. He goes, Sill?
He shrugs and pulls him out of the water.
You can hear Frank. Get him out of the water!
Yeah, I'm pulling him out of the water.
Is that Doctor?
Did we find someone?
Oh, we found the
He goes,
professor.
And who are you lot?
We've
come to
from
rescue
Tintin.
you.
Yes,
We've
Ouija
come to
hired
rescue.
us.
Ouija hired you to rescue me?
Yes, you and his locomotive. But also
So looks very-
the engineer's brother. Where is he?
He looks at you confused for a second. He goes, the engineer's brother? My brother's a mechanic?
He looks at the
Frank
others.
would look to John and say, Frank would look to John and say, I believe this is the guy you're speaking of, John. Let's get him out and get the fuck out of here.
Oh, gotcha. Right. I knew that.
You guys feel a rumble in the cave as the whole cavern seems to around you, almost like a shrieking groan through the rocks and stone.
Frank will start running towards the locomotive and say, "Come on, let's get the fuck out of here!" As he's like already running.
You're running alone?
I'm
No,
telling
we
everybody
would
to come
run
along.
Together. We would definitely run together.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, can I have a dexterity saving throw from Frank, please?
Oh,
Of course.
shoot.
Yes, of course you can.
Because why not?
Saul will try to hand off
No.
that couple to Aslan if he can.
I rolled a 9.
You slip on something beneath your feet. And as you do,
Fuck!
it reaches up to grasp you and
For
rolls
fuck's sake.
a 12 plus 15 doesn't meet your AC, never mind. It rolls to grab you, but it sort of like makes a slippery attempt. And fails to grasp you, but you still feel it going for you. And as it does, you feel another rumble throughout the entire cavern. Another, almost like a creaking groan, like.
So, because I held my gun ready, could I shoot at it with disadvantage, of course? But could I shoot at it just like as it tries to grasp me?
Mm-hmm.
Range
Range
Is
spell
with
attack also has disadvantage, right?
Yeah. It's with I'm rolling it with disadvantage.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
it's-
Not that matters for Frank. Let's be honest here.
Not if I roll it like this. No, 17.
Yeah, you shoot this thing. Do you want to roll your damage?
7 fire damage. See, guys, cleaning your gun, maintaining your gun helps.
Maintenance is the first rule of safety.
Mm-hmm.
And you shoot this tentacle in front of you. It fizzles, and once again you see it retreating. And another rumble. And you almost feel as if the mountain itself is shaking around you.
I would like to continue running. Getting the fuck
You're
up,
running?
just shooting this thing, and just continue running towards the locomotive, getting the fuck out of here. Giving the rest of like a little time to catch up, especially because I have tiny ass feet, and I'm not that quick. But yeah, he would try running away again.
Okay.
Okay,
if we're
so
running,
Frank's
we'll
first. If
carry-
anybody would like,
Who's
I have a
carrying
feeling that
the thing?
Frank wouldn't be first anymore because the rest would catch up to him, and he's not that fast.
But who's carrying Fake Fumble?
Yeah, I was trying to hand him off to Aslan, but I don't know if he takes him.
Aslan will take Fuck Fumble. Wait, Fuck Fumble is a gnome, right? Or I
What did
believe
you call- What
I
did you
believe
call
the
him?
correct term is a short person.
What did you call him?
Fuck Fumble?
Heck fumble. Thank you. He is a gnome, or as we say, vertically challenged.
Yep, there you go.
What came
Hey,
off in the
hey,
mic?
Frank takes offense from that.
I thought that was the politically correct term.
it sounded like you said "fuck fumble."
Oh,
That's what it sounded like.
yeah.
May sound like back fumble.
To me, it straight up sounded like you said "fuck fumble."
That's exactly what it sounded like to me.
Got gay baited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got gay baited. Exactly.
As
as you reach the
we'll
intersection.
have like crouched and like gestured for Feck Fumble to climb on his back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peck Fumble can't really hold himself. You're going to need to support him in some way. He seems very weak.
And I guess the tunnels are too small for him to ride on my shoulders.
Yeah,
Like a
no, it's
baby.
already
Just
already
just hold him
tight
like
for
a.
you with someone on your shoulders. You just like dunk, 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 dunk his head as you're running through. You know.
Hold him like a princess.
Sounds like you gotta give up an arm to hold him.
Yeah, he'll sheath his left hand axe and just carry him in his left arm like a baby.
Yeah.
Like a little toddler sitting on his forearm, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Little fuck fumble.
As you run through and you once again reach the intersection where your glowing lights are, you notice that the glowing light that you threw down the tunnel that went straight and didn't seem to change its elevation is covered up by something. And as Frank looks with his dark vision, from the darkness, what seems to be a four-pronged beak just opens up like and a strange beaked mouth sort of looks at you and goes screeching at you as you see off against the wall a giant worm-like body pull itself free with its face, and it seems pissed.
You see that face you just described to me? Yeah, I would like to shoot it.
You don't have any you don't have any reaction to this worm-like monster on the wall?
My reaction would be to shoot it.
Go ahead.
It's not with disadvantage this time, right? It's just a regular roll. I'm assuming it's far enough away. Okay. 22, 8 fire damage.
Damn, just
Hey man,
Damn.
clean your gun. Clean your guns. It'll do wonders.
The creature writhes from your attack. If you guys want to run, I would do it now.
I'm running.
Wait, how big is it?
I'm
It's at
running.
least 5 feet wide, and it seems like the parts of the tunnel, as you guys run past, catching a glance at this thing, were possibly worn down by whatever this creature is.
All right. Well, I want to
It's
cast
big enough to
Phantasmal
run.
Force on it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So, John, upon seeing the creature and upon Frank shooting it and seeing little effect to it, he's gonna say, "Gods, I think it's time to go." And then he's gonna lower his glasses, and his eyes will glow green as he
Shit.
casts
Here we
a
go
spell
again.
on it. And it needs to give me an intelligence save, DC 14.
Natural 4.
Sweet. And so basically, he, in the mind of the creature, it would see a sphere of fire, similar to the one that attacked the group before, except this one's green. and it swirls and flurs with flames, and then it moves towards it and just begins to like run into it, burning it in its mind for psychic damage, and it does 3 psychic damage to it.
Okay. And that's psychic damage specifically?
Yes.
So John, once again, feels the psychic resonance echo around him, and for the 4th time, and what seems like the most intense time, the entire cavern creaks around you guys. And then it
Get
shakes.
Out of
And
here.
then it rumbles.
Yeah. So
You guys should probably start running.
He's like he's holding the spell, and he's like, "Come on, go! I'll be right behind you."
The creature is flailing at this green ball in front of it, seeming distracted for at least a little bit by it.
You guys wouldn't see the green ball, but you guys would see
The creature is sort of like
you guys would see John's
smashing itself
eyes,
into the walls as it tries to fight this thing.
yeah, glowing a bright green, and he's got a hand outstretched and another to the side of his head, and the creature's flailing around, and he seems to be doing something to it, something it doesn't like, as he tells you guys to run.
Lula would like to wait for John to start running, for him to go first, so that she can at least act like a barrier in case. Yeah.
John runs.
Yeah.
Frank's already gone.
Frank, I need a dexterity saving throw as you try and jump over the hole that goes down onto the tracks.
Don't care. Frank is running. Damn it! That's supposed to be higher. No, 5. I hate that it hits the screen and then it fucks up my roll.
You slip as you're trying to jump over this thing and catch yourself just on the edge, holding yourself on this 5 feet hole. You're in danger of falling through it. Who's next behind Frank sees him jump to the other side, just gun out of his hand just on the other side of the hole as he tries to scramble to keep himself from falling.
Ah! You can hear him just screaming pain as he hits his chest into the fucking wall.
I guess John jumps next and tries to make it over to the other side so that he can help pull Frank up.
I figured John and Lula were at the back, so
Yeah.
maybe Frank will-
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the big man or Saul wants to do something.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's acrobatics to jump over the hole.
You'll be fine. It's just because Frank's little.
Ah, okay.
It's 5 foot. Any character can jump
He
5
jumps,
feet.
and I just
even a long
take a
jump.
step.
Aslan casually.
So
That,
I'm assuming Aslan helps me up.
Aslan, do you help him up? You gonna be carrying 2 gnomes?
You don't have to carry me. Just help me up to stand.
Yeah, he'll give him a foot.
Okay, that's enough. Frank will grab it and pull himself upwards. Grab a hold of his gun again and continue. We'll just
You guys hear the shriek behind you as it echoes through the cave. This creature is now in full pursuit.
I was running.
How high up is this hole above the ground?
You want to look down?
Yeah, I'm just looking down as I go near it.
The light still seems to reach the bottom, but not by much. It's a good 40, 50 feet maybe.
Okay. Hold on.
Seems you guys are just above the top of the tunnel ceiling.
I was running. I like running, Jenny.
I want to see the creative shit that Soul's about to pull off.
Yeah, me too.
Doing some math in my head right now.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, in the meantime,
How much damage would I take if I jumped?
I can slow
bro,
fall.
at least 4d6s.
Oh, fuck that.
How many?
Fuck that.
D6 for every foot, at least 4.
4 d6s. That's a maximum of 24 damage.
Oh yeah, I'll jump.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna take a rope like I have a grappling rope. Can I attach it to something
Yeah, just attach it to the ground, grapple
Don't you
yourself
have
down.
and
slow fall?
just fucking jump with my slow fall ability, leaving a rope behind for my friends?
Oh, it's a
Okay.
slow fall. Yeah, then
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you can do that. Does your rope have a grappling hook or something on the end of it?
I believe so. I always buy one whenever I make a character because it's so
fair
fucking.
enough. Fair enough.
Is it in your character sheet, homie?
Let me make sure because I am new to this shit.
Wait, you took it. I think it is because you took an adventurer's kit or a dungeoneer's kit or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah, then you have it.
You get it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No, you can attach something, and you can slide down with your slow fall like a motherfucking fireman.
Yeah. So that's what he does. He leaves the rope behind for the others to follow.
Just as you slide down.
Frank, you can see Frank putting on both of his gloves to not get any fucking burn as he jumps and grabs the rope and just slides his way down at a pace that would normally burn the fuck out of your hands, but he's wearing gloves, so he's fine.
If you want me to take damage for that, I will, because I am doing
Oh
it
no,
as
you
fast.
use slow fall, man. It's good.
Well, it's
Okay,
5
well,
damage.
still-
It's 5 damage per monk level, right? That it reduces.
Yeah, it reduces 20 hit point, or it reduces 20 damage at my level.
Okay, let me roll the 4d6s then.
Yeah, I don't want to cheat
I mean,
you.
I'm just saying
Let's see if you stub
you're
your toe
using
on
a
the way
rope.
down or not.
Am I
I'm just
good?
saying
You're good.
you're using a rope.
You're using
right?
you're
Like that would-
using the rope and slow fall. You're good, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but even so, like you're using a rope, you would probably do it in a way that you wouldn't take any damage from falling.
Sure, it's just
And you're a monk.
it's not a careful maneuver. He is diving with this motherfucker because he's trying to do it as
Okay.
fast as he can.
Okay,
for
fair
everyone.
enough.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. No. Your slow fall takes away all the damage. Don't worry.
So hey, Mary
Sweet,
Poppins on
okay.
down there.
Frank, not
Mary
far
Poppins.
behind. Swing down the rope.
You guys can hear
You
the
guys
glove
land.
just just
You guys
straining
land about
away.
20 feet in front of the first carriage.
Frank
Okay.
will start bolting it towards the.
I think that's going to conclude. That's probably going to conclude my movement, just because it's so much shit that I've done. Right? Or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
And Frank's gonna start bolting. All right. What are the rest of you doing?
Frank's bolting towards the thing to fire up the engine and get the fuck out of
Got it.
here.
What are the rest of you doing?
We're running behind.
Where's
Yeah. Same.
did Aslan go down as well, or is he taking the tunnel route?
No, he
I'm
went
waiting.
down as well.
Okay. Aslan, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as you're going down to see if you can go down successfully, slowly, and hold this gnome.
It's a 19.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's not
You're
as
just going
smooth
down
and
with
as
one-
pretty as
with
the
one hand.
others, but you're just like, you know, like have you ever seen a cat climb up a curtain? Yeah. And then
Right.
I'm assuming John goes down after Aslan and Lula, standing there in the tunnel, right behind you. You see this worm's figure just smashing towards you.
Lula's gonna look at the worm. He's just gonna give it a salute and go and jump down the hole.
As you do, right above you, this thing just smashes, and you see the rocks like fly down the hole, and they like splinter on your face as you down the thing. Your hands definitely get a little bit of rope burn from doing that so quickly. Frank, you're about halfway to the thing. You're bolting and getting it fired up.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash after him as well.
All right, everybody's dashing for the train.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
You guys run, make your way in the train. Frank is struggling to make the first step because it's a little bit big, but Saul gets in behind him.
So by the way, while it's chasing us, this ball of flaming psychic green fire is like just following the creature the entire way, just harassing it and burning it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shall I roll,
you can keep
shall I roll
rolling damage for it.
Okay.
You can roll 2 more damages for like the amount of time it's taken you guys to get you. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it'll.
I'll
even
tell you when to
matter.
roll the next one. It's got a reasonable health
Ooh,
pool, but
11
it's
more
doing
psychic
something.
damage.
Hell yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Once again, you feel the caves rumble around you. You start to see rocks. As the whole cavern shakes around you.
Yeah. And as this is happening, and you guys still see John's eyes glowing from the spell, he seems to be he'll be twitching and struggling. Every time the creature takes damage, he seems to feel something in return. He's like, he's like having some kind of mental fight. It would look like to you.
Yeah. Come on.
Aslan will shake him. Are you okay? Come on, man.
He says, "Stop! I'm focusing."
You hear Frank
Get on the
firing
train,
up the
please.
engine.
Yeah, so I was gonna try to help Frank get this rolling.
Okay.
As the train starts to go. As far as I can tell, Saul and Frank are on the train. The rest of you guys aren't. John and Aslan are standing in the tracks. I don't know what Lula's doing.
No, we're definitely climbing onto the train.
Yeah,
I'm
climbing
just
on.
assuming we're all
Yeah,
moving
climbing
together.
on.
We're all just running away.
At this time,
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
honestly.
As you guys are all climbing on, this worm-like figure collapses onto the tracks in front of you, rearing its head like a python, and it opens its four jaws once again, and its beak screams at you. At the train as it starts to move, and the train. You feel it tug forward, moving at 5 feet, then 10 feet, then 20 feet. Right as you hit the creature, do you want to roll damage or should I roll the damage?
Who can roll the damage?
I'd say let Frank roll the damage. He's the one driving the thing.
Yeah.
Frank, do you want to roll the damage?
I'm just saying. If Frank had, the lever that could control. This thing is fully towards the front. This thing is going at max pace, as fast as it can possibly muster.
So with
what do
the
I roll?
space that you have, you can go to quarter speed. You're at about 10. You moved 10 feet around because it's just starting up. So you can roll 1d10 of damage for me, please.
Okay. Can
Is
I
it
also
equipped
shoot
with
it?
a nitrous?
No.
Damn it.
It's not the Swaggin, hey? The Swaggin is
Drift
nitrous.
it. Do some drift.
Okay. I rolled a 4. Could I also try and shoot it out with my gun, out the window or something? Is that possible?
You smash this thing on the train tracks, bro. As it's going past, this thing climbing over the thing. You could have a second to shoot at it, but I'm gonna make you roll with disadvantage because it's definitely happening very quickly and all around you, and not at long range.
So
It's
under the
just
train?
outside the train.
It's going under the train?
No, it's on top of
Um,
it. It's been hit, and it's now going on top of tumbling over the train.
Oh, gotcha.
So, a dirty 20 at max
You hit
damage.
it, yeah.
Another 10 fire damage.
This thing squeals. It's not done, but it looks messed up. But the train still picks up pace.
You can hear Frank
As
he
it
shoots his
disconnects
gun,
from the
just
other
going,
car.
Get the fuck out of the way!
You guys see a figure above the pyramid. Seems to be some sort of hooded figure floating about 10 feet above the pyramid. And you see it more as a shadow as it disappears. And as it looks at you, the figure puts up a long, gnarled, spindly hand and just sort of gives you a little wave goodbye. And
Can I
then,
shoot at it?
as quickly as you come into the cave, light appears all around you, and you exit for the first time since you'd entered in the morning into the night sky. It's still bright compared to the cave, but finally you breathe the cool air, and it feels less intrusive and less distinctive. And the cave and the tunnel seem like a dark speck in the distance as the train travels away from it. You're all exhausted. The adrenaline runs through your veins, and it only starts to slow now, leaving you even more tired than you'd felt before. And as you once again exit into the fresh night air, none of you thought to bring AI with you.
What do you mean?
I thought somebody had him.
I thought we left him on the locomotive.
Yeah.
No, John had him.
You left him on the carriage on the
Oh,
back,
yeah.
which was disconnected from the locomotive.
Yeah, we did forget AI.
You fucking idiots.
Hey, he was your pet or whatever.
I was not in charge of him.
This is on
You
Frank.
could just,
100% on
there's
Frank.
just,
And with-
as we're outside, you just hear somebody say, "Oh, we forgot AI." You just hear Frank, "You fucking idiots." John just like, "Hey, I was not in charge of him." You just me and John arguing. Me and John just
And for the
arguing.
first-
You
"Oh, I
were
was
using him as your assistant, Frank, but it's fine. He didn't really belong to us anyways. I think he probably belonged to the professor here.
Dr. Pickfumble goes, You forgot AI. We have to go back for him. He has all of my research.
No, actually, I have your research. And then he would like open up his bag and show all the papers and documentations that were in the cart.
He looks at you and goes, Hi, that's part of it, but we need to go back for AI. Please.
Stop the
Frank,
train.
you can see Frank just takes a sip of his whiskey. Pulls the lever, and just stands, just like kind of leans over and goes, "You guys have fun. I'll be here for when you get back. I'm not going back
So
into
the
that fucking cave."
train slowly comes to a halt for the first time in the silence and stillness of the mountainside air. You have a second of calm and of silence before you guys start arguing. And with you guys having rescued both the locomotive and the archaeologist, and now seeming to want to go back to the tunnel of death that you just came from, I'll end the session there.
I'm not going back to that
Alright.
motherfucker.
Good game, guys. Thank everyone for watching.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone who watched. I hope everybody enjoyed the session as much as we did.
Mhm.
And we'll see you next week, Thursday. Same time, same place. Have a lovely week.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.